What's up, guys? It's Super DBZ 800G here, and I'm back at you guys with the Dark Souls 2 video. Today I'll be showing you guys how to get to certain areas, tips and tricks on how to beat bosses, and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into it. So for starters, we're gonna go to Majula, which in this case is like Firelink Shrine. And there's a bunch of different pathways you can take from Majula. Okay, no. It also prevents invasion. So there are different pathways. This first pathway that I'm going to show you guys is this pathway over here. And normally the pathway down here, this lady wouldn't be here, and there would be kind of a downward staircase that leads to the area Hades Tower of Flame, which is a really cool area. I love that area. It's one of my favorite areas in the game. It reminds me a lot of Anne Orlando. It's really brightly colored. It looks really beautiful. The enemies are great and all that stuff. Well, I'll get to that area here in a little bit. But there's an NPC there. When you get to one of the bonfires that like teaches you about miracles and sorceries. If you talk to her enough, she'll go back to Majula, and this is her. So this area right now, that door. It's called Huntman's Corpse, so I'll show you guys at least the first bonfire. So you run through here, and there's nothing in here. It's just a cave that leads to the first bonfire. The only thing that's really in here is an NPC who's sitting in a chair, and he teaches you about like dark magic and dark miracles and stuff like that. This is him.
Leave me and I'm interested.
Obviously I'm not a spellcaster. But this is that area with like all the zombies and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go back, and so the thing that there's that way. You do have to move the path. So one way, which is the way you're gonna start out, is you can go to Hades Tower of Flame, which is that downward spiral staircase. There's also a chest on the left if you guys want to get a fire sword, which is really cool. Make sure to get that. So in order to get to Hades Tower of Flame, you go to once you go down that downward staircase, there's a lever on the left platform. You pull it, and then the entrance opens. You can collect all the items. You can get to Hades Tower of Flame. So when you talk to this lady, there will be a couple options. You can talk to her. You can buy stuff off her. And most importantly, you can move the path. So you have to pay 2,000 souls in order for her to move the path. Obviously, your boy is broke, and your boy does not have 2,000 souls, so we're obviously going to say no. But when she does move the path, it leads to Huntman's corpse, which is this area. So there's that way. And then the other area you can get from Majula is this area right here. So as you guys can see, where was it? Okay, yeah, right here. As you guys can see, there's this big giant hole. Now Dark Souls is not known for platforming. So platforming in this game is kind of a pain. So what you're gonna want to do is don't be like all the other idiots and just jump down and think you're gonna live, because you're not. Fall damage is your worst enemy. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to buy a ring. In order to get that ring, you're gonna want to go over to the cat girl in this door, and you're gonna want to talk to her. And the thing that you are going to want to buy is the silver cat ring. This ring right here. It costs 134 souls, 134,000 souls, and you're gonna want to buy it because it reduces all your fall damage, which is nice. So you're gonna want to buy that. Once it is in your inventory, you can equip it. So what this does is it reduces all my fall damage. How you can tell that it's equipped is there will be a silver cat icon under your stamina bar, and that's how you know. So what you're going to want to do is this first platform specifically, you're going to want to line yourself up and just drop down and hope you don't die. Yeah, I almost died there and I still had the ring. So Estus up, number 1, because otherwise you're going to die. So drop down to this second platform. After that, go down to, let me drink another Estus just in case. Go down to this platform. You're going to want to kind of hug the wall. So you're going to want to drop down. Yeah, I'm very thankful I drank that Estus. Once you hug that wall and drop down to this platform right here, there will be a well-lit cave. Just roll down. And in this cave, there will be a bonfire. This area leads to the Rat King Covenant and the Rat area. So that's what that area leads to. And the other area that I want to go over is Hades Tower of Flame, so I'm going to teleport there. Overall, dude, this is one of my favorite areas in the whole game. The Hades Tower of Flame is, I love it. It's super brightly colored. It reminds me of Anne Orlando. It's very beautiful. Just the atmosphere, and when you first look at it, like the graphics and everything, just so good. So when you first get to this area, there will be that entrance right there where that guy is, and there's going to be this little side staircase which leads to this bonfire. So there are a couple different things that I'm going to go over about this area. There are 2 bosses. That hit me. So the first boss is the Dragon Rider. There are levers. You're going to want to pull them. They're right here. Pull that lever. And then this area right here, you're going to want to pull this lever right here. Pull that. And this big giant tower area right here, that's the boss arena with the Dragon Rider. This chest right here you're going to want to get. It's called the Ring of Binding, and that limits the amount your HP reduces when you're hollow. So this is the boss arena, the Dragon Fighter, or the Dragon Rider boss fight. What those levers do is they open up more ground in the arena. So originally when you first come here, all of this is like blocked off. But when you use the levers, it'll come up and there will be more ground. So after you fight the boss, you come out. If you go over to the left, there will be a bonfire, as well as the lady up here that that talks about miracles and that ends up going back to Majula. Other than that, there's this small little area right here that you can go down. The other main area that I want to talk about is the Cathedral of Blue. So, the Cathedral of Blue area is over here. And you can avoid fighting all of these guys. It's actually, so I'll explain why it's good to not fight any of them. So the thing that you want to do is on that platform to your left, if you look, normally there's going to be a giant dragon. So obviously the dragon spits fire, it'll attack you. So in order to not wake it up, you want to avoid all these guys and just instantly roll and attack its legs. So you want to attack its legs. After you beat it, there will be a lever that pops out right there. You pull it, it lets this bridge down. There's a couple of chests. You want to get those. And then this is another boss fight. You're gonna want to fight the boss in here. And then if they fall, okay. There's another NPC over here. Talk to this dude.
Nice.
Normally, when you first come to him, he won't. He will say like, "You're nothing. You're worthless." There's also a couple chests here. Make sure you open those. And then if you go over to the left, down this spiral staircase, you will find the bonfire. So there's that area. The other area that I want to talk about is the Aetherin Peak area. So this area is filled with poison, and it's a pain. It's a pain to deal with. So this bonfire in particular, this bonfire is called Central Earthen Peak. You want to get to this bonfire. So there are two bosses. There's the Covetous Demon, aka Jabba the Hutt. He's really fat, he's really slow, he's easy to kill. You get the picture. The other boss is Mathia, the Poison Queen, I believe she's called. Let me look real quick. Mathia, the Baneful Queen. She is the other boss in this area. And so this area relies on poison. It relies heavily on poison. And what you're going to want to do is make sure you have any items that cure poison and restore HP, like the Monastery Charm. Make sure you have life gems. Just make sure you have anything that cures poison and restores your health, because that's going to be useful. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys tips and tricks on how to get through this area. So there's a couple different things. For starters, kill these dudes. so kill them. And then there's this guy, so you want to kill him as well. And once you kill all 3 of them, you're going to want to go over to your bonfire, and it'll say toggle, and you're going to want to select the option that says light torch. So when you first go over to the boss arena, I'll show you guys how to get there. When you first go over there, the boss room is full of poison, and you're not going to live very long. You're going to have a bad time. So what you're going to want to do is light your torch, and where you killed this dude, the mage dude, there's a small little rock platform. You're going to want to go on it, and you're going to see this windmill, and you're going to want to burn it, set it on fire with your torch, and then after that, the poison will be drained from the boss room. If you want to make it go faster, you can just rest at the bonfire, and then the poison will be drained. So, yeah, there's how you do that. And just to show you guys how to get to the boss room, go up these stairs, kill this dude, go up this ladder. There is also that way, if you guys wanted to go that way, there's a couple items there. And yeah. So, my best advice is, there's gonna be one of these dudes popping out. Oh my god. Ow. I am going to lose health. You're gonna want to kill Xenomorph looking boy over here. And then, this is what I like to call, the mimic room. So, there's all these little poison dudes in there, and then there's also, mimic chests. People keep trash talking me saying, oh, why do you hit chests in Dark Souls? There's no point. No, it causes me PTSD, and there's mimic chests. That's why I hit, because mimic chests are terrifying. Nobody likes mimic chests, and you never know where a mimic chest is going to be. So that's why I always hit chests. So normally this area is filled with poison if you don't get the windmill. If you want to avoid that, you can use this small little platform and kind of walk on the roof of this right here. So if you were to like stand right here, you avoid all of it. But obviously, this room is not filled with poison. So what you're going to want to do is drop down, avoid these dudes. And this is the boss room. So obviously, you have pretty good boss arena to stand on. The boss is really easy as long as you're close to her. And there's that. That's how you do that area. This area that I'm about to go to is Iron Keep. So once you get done with the boss, there's going to be an elevator, and you're going to want to go down that elevator. And once the elevator shows up, go up it. And where we first started, Iron Keep, you're going to want to go you're going to want to go there, and I'll show you guys in a minute. So the Ether and Peak bonfires and Harvest Valley, they both rely really heavily on poison. This area, Iron Keep, it relies heavily on fire, so if you guys make sure you guys bring like fire armor to help your defense, or any items that cure fire. This is Iron Keep, so if you look over to your left, there's the staircase where we started off. There's the bonfire. And that's about all the areas I'm going to show you guys. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed my video. I'll do another one again later. And yeah, that's going to be it. Alright, guys. Peace.